Yes, it is recording.
Yeah.
Ajay,
Yeah. What is mean by constructor? Yesterday I had given brief introduction about the constructor. So it is like a method where the name will be given as a class name. We need to use class name as the name of the constructor. So whatever the class that we have created, suppose class if I have created a class cons, then if I want to create a method, if I want to create a constructor, then I need to use cons. Okay, like this I need to use it. But here we'll be getting the brackets, these brackets. Okay, for class we are not going to use any close brackets, right? But for constructor we'll be using brackets, but the name of the constructor should always be class name. So this is the constructor. So if I want to use any methods, if I want to write any methods, we can use the constructor so that we can reuse those methods that are written. Okay, so the main purpose of the constructor is to reuse, for reusable purpose. It's like a method, right? So that's why we are going to use the constructor. So here we'll be having the statements. Okay, this is about the constructor. Okay, so there are three types of constructors. Three types. What are the three types? I already told you guys yesterday. What are the three types of constructors that we have?
పబ్లిక్ ఇవేనా రాజా గారు, నేను ఏదో చెప్తున్నాను.
No, that's fine. No arg constructor. No arg means we are not passing any arguments in the
ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్.
Yeah, so arguments will be passing here, right? So here if you pass int a, then this is the argument. If you don't pass any arguments like this, if you pass null, then there will be no arguments in the constructor. So the second one is parameterized constructor. So if you pass any parameters, we'll call it as a parameters or arguments. So int a, then this is one parameter or an argument. Okay, arguments are parameters. We can call it as an argument or parameters. So this is passing the parameters and default constructor. So these are the three types of constructors that we have in our constructor concept. So we'll discuss one by one. So Java no arg constructors. What is mean by this? So we are not passing any arguments in the constructor. So first one. So I think so. Please try to note down the programs that I'm writing, or you can straight away write the program in the IntelliJ. Okay. No argument constructor similar to method, as I already told you, right? It will be a similar to a method. Constructor is similar to a method. Okay, a Java constructor which does not have any parameters. Which does not have any parameters, params or arguments. This is no arg constructor. So how it will be is syntax. Can you tell me the syntax of the constructor? So I'll use private constructor here. Suppose class name of okay. And this is the syntax body of the constructor. Okay. This is the syntax of the no arc constructor because we are not passing any syntax. So we'll be having private and public, two types of constructors present in no arc constructor. So we can use public, we can use private. What is meant by private and public? That you need to know because that is also important. When we can access private method and when we can access public method.
We can use the private within the class.
Yeah, private can be used within the class. Can be used within the class. What about public?
It can be out of the class.
Can be accessible in all classes.
Yeah. Can be accessible
Both
in any classes, right? Outside of the class. We can access anywhere. Public means we can access anywhere. Private means we can access only in that particular class. Okay. So now we'll take an example for no arc constructor. So where we'll be creating two examples. One using private and the other one is using public. Okay. Now I'll write a program by using private constructor. Okay. So you can start writing the program. Class main, this is the main class that I'm taking it. Okay. I'm initializing a variable ah int ah. Okay. I'm gonna create a constructor for the main class. Private main. This is the constructor I'm creating without any arguments. Okay. So I'm initializing the value to initializing the value to ah here in the constructor method. Okay, I'm gonna print system.out.println constructor is called. So I'm saying that constructor has been called here. Okay, I'm closing this constructor. Then what should we do? Private method, right? So I'm closing the main. So this is one class. Okay, so I'm creating a main class again, main method again here. You can give any name. Okay, you can give any name of the class. You can give any name of the class. Okay, can you type this program now in your system? Have you understood until here? So in the constructor, however you want, you can do it. Okay. So I'm writing a class name as main, and I'm initializing just initialization int ah, then assigning the value in the constructor for the int which is initialized in the main class. I'm assigning the value in the constructor. So just I'm printing a message saying that the constructor is called. Okay. Then I'm going to write a main method. Okay. How you are going to write a main method? Public static void main in args. Okay. Then what you're going to write in the main method? How you're going to create an object? How you are going to call the constructor? How you are going to call this constructor here?
By new.
By new, right? So can you tell me the statement that we need to write here? Main. So any name for the object. So I'm giving obj is equal to new main. Okay. This is the way we are going to call an object, right? This is calling an object, right? So this is object is the instance of a class. Object is instance of a class. That's why we are calling object is instance of a class. So then how you are going to print? How you are going to print?
Some out of it. So
No, I'm not asking about this. How you are going to print the value into value?
get
You said you have practiced. Okay. Now how you are going to call this that one object? Object. How you are going to call this value? Dot ah, right? Totally forgot. Okay, can you write this program? Can I write and run the program? What let me know the what is the output for this program? What will be the output of this program? So this will be the output. So we are creating a constructor and we are assigning a value to the int variable ah. Then we are printing a message saying that the constructor is being called here, and we are writing a main method. Okay, we are writing a main method. Is it wrong or right? Is it wrong or main method should be in the within the class, right? Main method should be within the class because we are using a private method. It should not be outside the class. It should not be outside the class. Otherwise, it will throw an error when we call an object. I've remembered yesterday I had shown this one.